Welcome back to Fightin Friday. Last time we didn't make a whole lot of progress. Regarding the professional mode, but I did a little bit of research, and from what I can tell, I don't have a lot of money. That's what I can tell. Okay, hang on. No, not that one. Yeah, this one. From what I can tell,
Hi there. First, you will need a body.
I should probably sell this.
Parts are quite expensive here, but you can find cheaper parts in the scrapyard.
Yeah, sell.
If you're on a tight budget. Good.
So, what was this? The Pangys 3. I'd already done the Pangys 4. I want to sell another. So I've been doing some research. I've been looking at mainly speedruns of the game, and it's surprisingly simple to make a robot that's not absolute shit. Ah shit, did I sell the caster? Okay, so gotta get rid of this. But I can keep the lifting arm, that much I know. Let's just remove.
Your robot is now classed as lightweight. Your robot is now classed as a warlord.
Yeah, I know. So I'll admit I'm gonna be nicking ideas, but I would like to keep the eyeballs. Extras, no, not extras. Armor. I may as well just remove that.
Your robot is now classed as pugilist.
Wood. Is it? Oh no, yeah, of course, because it's just blocks. Okay. Makes sense. It changes. Alright. So I am just going to steal stuff from the video, assuming that I can afford it all.
Prepare yourself.
I did this one. Okay. Let's see.
Hi, robot here.
Wait,
Want
no,
to
not
modify
that.
a robot?
Okay,
Just select it and
well,
buy
yeah,
a new
sure.
part. Hi
Armor,
again, robot here. There's some
I've
excellent
got
parts in the shop just waiting
steel
to be purchased.
already.
All right. This is now a lightweight class robot. The strength of this robot now places it in the gladiator category.
Okay, weapon. No, be reciprocating? No, it'd be flipping. There we go, flipping. There we go.
The
That's
strength
robot.
of this robot now places it in the warlord category.
Good. Okay. Let's see. Power of all things. Oh, maybe I should check the scrapyard.
Select which robot you would like to modify, or select an empty slot to start building a new robot. Okay.
There you go. This is what was in it. Oh, I can't afford that. What the fuck? What, it charged me? I already had those things. Oh, but... Oh. Okay. So, I'm a little bit in an awkward situation because from what I can tell... I was on... I said, yeah, log out, because I could just choose another file. Okay. So, of all things... I'm gonna have to start a new one. I will name it after the robot though, Pangys 5. I'm pretty sure I had a Pangys 4. It's no problem.
Robot use.
Yeah, edit this one.
Prepare yourself.
Let's see,
Hi there. First, you will need a body.
Small
before you
and
can begin
pneumatic.
adding
Was
other
that it?
components. Parts
No,
are
it's
quite
large,
expensive
that's what
here,
I want to
but you
keep.
can find cheaper parts in the scrapyard if you're on a tight budget. Right.
Okay, keeping that, of course. Power, selling that. Weapons, whatever this is, selling this. Armor, yeah, selling that as well. Yeah, good. Okay, scrapyard.
Choose a robot to modify or pick an empty slot and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one.
Power.
Okay.
Okay, so I can find that. 658. Yeah, but is it cheaper
Hi,
from the
Robot
shop
here.
though?
Want to modify a robot? Just select it and buy a new part. Okay.
It's not even here. Okay.
If you choose an empty slot, you can use anybody's
not
for
there.
sale in
That
the
sucks.
scrapyard to build a new robot.
At the very least, I know that I gotta go
Choose
back
one of your
here.
robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Good.
Yeah, lifting arm.
The weight category for this robot is now lightweight. Your robot is now in the Warlord strength class.
Okay, good.
Select which robot you would like to modify, or select an empty slot
Which
to
one was
start
it? It was
building a new
differential.
robot.
That was
Okay.
it. Oh, that's right. Still that. Okay, let's see. So it's not here, so I've got to go back to the shop
Hi
again.
there. First, you will need a body before you can begin adding other components. Parts
So
are
it's
quite
differential
expensive
and
here.
high. There we
You
go.
can find cheaper parts in the scrapyard if you're on a tight budget. Now you've fitted a differential and gearbox, you need to add a petrol engine to power it.
Good, that's fine. Power. What was it?
Choose a
Scrapyard
robot
for
to
the
modify
power.
or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what
Okay,
bodies
yeah,
are
no, it was
available
shop.
to start
Okay, for the
building a new
power.
one. All right.
Oh, so it's not here? Ah, fuck. Okay, no, I can... Locomotion. At the very least, I can get these. Right? Hang on. Scrapyard.
If you choose an empty
Locomotion.
slot, you can use any
Okay, they don't
bodies
have
for
it,
sale in
eh?
the scrapyard to build a new robot.
Unless
Otherwise,
it...
choose one of your robots and make some changes or
Oh,
improvements.
wait, is it?
Okay.
Oh, it changes every time I visit. I think. Is that
Choose
how
a
it
robot
works?
to modify or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one. If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in
Right,
the
I'm on,
scrapyard to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Good.
So it does change every time I go in. Okay.
Choose a robot
Scrapyard,
to modify
power.
or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are
Yeah, there we go,
available
that's
to
what I
start
wanted.
building a new one. Okay.
Okay. Locomotion, nah.
If you
Scrapyard,
choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard. to
Yeah, no,
build
I've already
a
got
new
that.
robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Okay.
Large outer foam. No, not outer. No. It's outer
Choose
shit.
a robot
I've
to
lied.
modify or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one.
Robot
Good.
use.
Shotgun.
Prepare yourself.
If you choose an empty slot,
Yeah,
you
no,
can use
I get
any
it.
bodies for sale in the scrapyard to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Right. If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies
Okay,
for
you
sale
know what?
in the
I'll just
scrapyard
go
to build a
to the
new
shop.
robot.
Because it's not working out.
Choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements
Large
to it.
inner
All right.
pneumatic tires. Yeah. And then I guess I need some of the front as well. Yeah, there we go. So no, I just bought it, right? Yeah, but where's this one? Just remove? I don't know. Well, maybe I have to go to setup to get
Select
those.
which robot you would like to modify. Right.
Okay. Medium inner. What do you mean medium inner? I didn't get medium inner. There we go. It's weird. So yeah, I got that. Got that.
Select which robot you would like to modify, or select an empty slot to start building a new robot. All right.
Kind of fucking bizarre. In a new man. Oh, okay. I see what I fucked up with. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. I think that's almost everything. And then there's armor, which I'll go
Choose a
scrap
robot
out. I
to
should get something
modify
good.
or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one. Right.
Yeah, so this should be fine, right? And then aluminium step steel.
Hi, robot here. Want to
Or
modify a
just
robot?
aluminium?
Just select it and buy a new part. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that'll do. Okay.
Your robot now has all the components necessary for entering a competition.
Alright,
If
good.
you like, you can use your remaining money and weight allowance to add weapons, armor, and extras. Your robot is now classed as medium weight. Welcome to the paint shop. Select
There we
which
go.
robot you would like to give a makeover.
Alright. Rename. So, hopefully this does it. I think I might be overweight, but I can't remember why. Okay. Exit and save changes. Nice. Okay. Let's have a crack at professional again. Yes! Okay, good. Alright then. Okay. So, if memory serves from the video, this should fucking eviscerate everyone.
They better mind the arena.
Alright, holding forward. Let's hope.
2, 1. Activate.
And
I think the sergeant wants a taste of metal. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. How does the aluminium armor stand up to this? The aluminium armor.
holy shit, the speed of this thing.
Easy to punch through that aluminium armor with enough aggression behind it. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. Not too difficult to cut into the Kevlar armor with the right weapon. My word, this bit's
Oh shit, I'm being...
Already a puncture mark.
Come on.
The spike get stuck in. Nothing serious though, I don't think. This is classic.
Oh
robot
shit,
war. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? The Kevlar
Okay, never mind.
battering but holding up. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's
And
a
go
fight.
Nope.
Even the
Shit.
powerful circular saw having trouble getting through this one. It's carnage.
Come on.
Devastation.
Oh shit, oh
It's
shit, oh fuck.
robot wars. Not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. The steel armor giving it some
Oh, shit.
defense against the attack.
Okay, well that's one. That's one.
The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Aluminium really not protected against this onslaught. Bits and pieces everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. Bashing away
wait.
the Kevlar, but it's ideal.
No. Shit.
The spike's been broken off. They can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game.
Oh,
over.
yes.
The armor holding out well against the charge. The aluminium shell.
I did-
Very flimsy protection against this onslaught.
No, ah, shit.
They want more. Hey, I think they're dead already. Go on,
I might be
leave
okay.
them
Oh my god.
Flipper's ready and waiting for its first
Okay,
victim. And the
so-
flipper springs into action.
Plus is oh my god, the one guy fucking waving in the back. I've just noticed. Right up here. Alright, that's good. Okay. Repair some shit.
Robot use.
Oh god. Let's see, motion power is okay actually. Drive, weapon, armor, definitely fix that. Okay, I've got a little time, so I might have enough time to fix these, right? Oh, nice. Okay. So immediately proving that this setup works to a degree. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Go.
Activate.
All the way in.
Sergeant Bash is waiting to cook. Who's the main course? Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? Off
Oh,
comes the
shit.
spike. They're gonna have to try another tactic now.
There we go. Ooh, wait, yes! Oh, fuck, yes! Okay, this thing is shit turning. Nice. Okay, I'm doing a lot better with this.
Not a lot happening here. The crowd want more action. Barging in
Yeah,
to push it
I
around.
might have stolen someone's design, but I feel like the paint job with the googly eyes make it original enough. It'd be fair if I said told you who it was that I got this from. Give me a sec. It was Benpai Please. This is the name of the channel. Benpai Please. Like Senpai, but with a B underscore, then please, PLS. Okay. Good. Weapon that could definitely do. Alright. Well then. Good. Scimitar. Okay. Okay, so now it seems like we're speedrunning it. This is a lot better.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
All the way
Is
in.
ready and waiting, standing to attention with the
Yes!
flamethrower just itching to flame away.
No.
It was ready and waiting for its first victim. It's finding it hard to
It's
stand up
not
to
fair.
slicing with just the aluminium armor. Oh, look out! Could be barbecue bot coming in to pin it down with the ideal pushing weapon there. Aluminium armor,
Okay.
not much defense against this kind of attack. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? Pushing with some
Woohoo!
force then as it drives it back, determined to pound it into submission. And I think it's ready to submit now. This is what Robot Wars is all about.
Okay.
Carnage! The axe bouncing off. No damage visible. My word! There's bits of robot all over the arena. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection.
No. Okay. Shit. Okay, I apologize.
This is classic Robot Wars. Getting a bit too close for comfort to those flame jets. Flooding into contact with
Okay,
the flame
there you go.
and starting to make it count on a direct collision course. And it's taken a real battering with that blow. A mighty clunk
Okay.
as it makes contact, but it's tougher than it looks.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. I'm not
Oh,
sure
that
how
works.
long
Fuck
the
yeah,
aluminium
that
armor
works.
can hold up against this sort of impact. It's carnage, devastation. It's Robot Wars.
Go there
Not a lot
eventually.
happening here. The crowd want more action. Smash and again. Heavy blows from the axe. It smashes in, but standing up
Oh,
fairly well to
yes,
this
actually.
battering.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, never mind. I'll save it for next Minecraft Mondays because I
They're lying on their back like a
finally
turtle
got
in
around
the
to
sun.
watching
I'm afraid they can't seem to
the
get
new
back up.
Minecraft
It's
movie,
turtle
but I
soup
feel
for
like
them.
yeah,
Aluminium armor, not much defense
more
against
appropriate
this
if I
kind of
save
attack.
that for
The pit
Monday.
opens
But,
up, waiting to
yeah,
welcome
no, I had a
the loser of our
very good
contest.
Friday.
The crowd getting
Friday,
restless,
very good Wednesday.
waiting for them to get going. The chainsaw coming in for an attack, scratches and cease.
Also, I'm just at the moment I'm happy I'm actually making some noticeable progress. Not good that I'm using someone else's design, I guess, but
Prepare yourself.
makes a difference in the long run. That I'm actually making progress. Okay, let's have a crack at this one. Power line. Come on. Okay, go on.
3, 2, 1. Activate. I think the sergeant wants a taste of metal. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly?
Yes!
Aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. The drill can do considerable damage if it's
Okay.
allowed to get in. Punchline will cause devastation wherever it may be.
You know what? I've just realised what the crowd reminds me of. They look like extras in the background for Mortal Kombat. There's one guy again, waving his arm around like
They
this.
can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game over. I'm not sure.
I wonder if they're the devs or the actual maybe winners of
drill approaching, dangerous weapon, this one. The chainsaw attacking. Can it cause
of a
some
competition
damage?
for the actual show.
chainsaw tearing away, but it's only grazing and scratching so far. Need to get a better grip. They're trying hard. Cease.
Nice.
Robot use.
You gotta admit, this is kind of impressive how quickly I'm dispatching all of them. Hey, who knows? This might shave like a shit ton of time off the series. Because now I'm not being left as the engineer of all these robots. 'Cause clearly I'm not very good at this.
1. Activate.
Okay, come on.
Sergeant Bash is waiting to cook.
Oh yes!
That
Fucking
flipper's ready and
nice.
waiting for its first victim. Can the aluminium armor stand
Oh,
up to this?
that's
Bashing
cathartic.
away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. Nearly onto the flame grill. Look out! Things are heating up at the side of the
Feeling
arena.
a lot
there.
better now. Now that I'm not dealing with 00 and all these other shitty
Can't right
robots.
themselves. Something's wrong. It looks like they're out of the contest. Not
I
too
always
hard
felt
to
like
cut
getting
into
a
the
gripper,
aluminium, but it's putting up a brave
little
fight.
claw
The
thing,
Kevlar
just so I
armor
could
giving
drag
it
onto a
great
flame.
protection,
A
though.
bit of fun.
Buzzing closer. The chainsaw looking for an opportunity to see some action. The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. The
Oh, it's alright. You
having
are watching
great
that.
difficulty getting cease. And after a climactic final, one robot remains standing.
Alright. Yeah, say that. Cool. Okay, so we already know about this particular one, trophy. Now we want to try our hand at one of these. Because I can't afford this one yet. Pangys 5, you are fucking ridiculously strong.
The flamers on the arena.
No, we know about this. We've seen this arena before.
2, 1, activate.
Nice. Okay.
Bash is ready and waiting, standing to attention with the
Oi,
flamethrower.
yes, why?
Flame away. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. The Kevlar taking a battering but holding up. Can the aluminium
Oi.
armor stand up to this? Trying to slice him with the sword.
Yes.
Not having any effect. Here comes the spike again. The spike might be scratching in that poor attempt. Must try harder. They're lying on their back like a turtle in the sun. I'm afraid
Listen,
they
bull
can't
cheese
seem to get
wedge.
back up. It's turtle soup for them.
Oh no, I said cheese wedge. I now want to change the color because I don't necessarily want it to be cheese wedge.
But it's putting up a brave fight. Not a lot happening here. Cease.
Alright, nice. Okay. Armor. Yup. Weapon. Yup. Power. When did the power get hit? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, onto the last bout, which there isn't really much to say about this one.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay.
Activate.
This is gonna be trickier.
Oh, look out! Could be barbecued bot. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The steel taking the punishment well so far. Not easy to smash through that polycarbonate shell. Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. It scrapes the armor. It manages a little damage. So there is hope yet if they can bring it round again. Not too
Careful.
easy to cut into titanium armor. The
Zoom in a little bit, I'd appreciate that.
Against cutting attacks. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack.
Yes! Okay, there we go. We're back.
Hard to make an impression on the polycarbonate. It's very tough. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. The crowd are wondering what's happened here. This isn't what they came to see. They want maiming and slaughter. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against onslaught. The titanium.
I resent that statement about my shell. There we go, that's another one.
Glass on there. The Kevlar taking a battering but holding up. The steel armor giving it some defense against the attack. The cutting attack doing its best to get through the bulletproof glass. They can't right themselves here.
Okay, fine.
I'm afraid it's game over. I'm not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. The steel taking the punishment well so far. Not easy to smash through that polycarbonate shell. Tough steel armor.
Shit, I'm in the way.
Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? There goes the flipper. What do
Hey, there we go, it's alone.
The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. This is what Robot Wars is all about. Carnage! The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though.
Okay.
My word! There's bits of robot all over the arena!
Okay.
Trying to cut its way through the polycarbonate.
Wait, oh,
This
fucking
guy's
flip
been
them back
broken
up.
off.
Shit.
The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. Not too hard to cut into the
Come on.
aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. And into Kilolot CPZ.
Come on.
Please not, please.
Oh, bitch. Fuck. That's not good.
It scrapes the armor. It manages a little damage. So there is hope yet if they can bring it around again.
Maybe I should up the actual armor plating. That's all I can think of.
Although it may be enough, it's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. It's carnage, devastation. It's Robot Wars.
Is it though?
Away at the Kevlar,
I'm just staring at.
the chainsaw tearing away, but it's only grazing
Okay,
and
it's
scratching
fine, it's
so far.
fine.
Need to get a better grip.
Kinda like.
The aluminium armor stand up to this. Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into, of course. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. Slicing
Press
away.
pulse key. Yeah, which is a
Minimal
pulse
damage
key? I
that
thought it was
time, but
X.
tricky to cut into the titanium. Luckily for them, the titanium armor
There we go.
not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium.
It sucks I'm immobilized, but I guess I'll have to live with that.
We could melt them down, I suppose. Cease! And the judges say they didn't make it, but they got this far and should be proud.
Okay, no, it's okay. I can have another crack at it. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I reckon I'll get this one again if I'm careful. Because it's only 2 anyway. There you go.
They better mind it.
Alright.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
It's nice actually having this strategy.
Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? The titanium's coming up.
Oh yes. You.
Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor. Metal everywhere.
Yes. There we go.
Thumping and banging. Not a lot of damage so far. Getting a bit too close for comfort to those flame jets. Attempting to crash into it.
Nice.
This has all the makings of a classic battle. They can't right themselves. Something's wrong. It looks like they're out of the context. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. The crowd are wondering what's... Cease!
Yeah, I just remember, I mentioned last time, I remembered Bamzuki was a thing. See if I could find that. Although I don't think they had any like challenges in the game itself, so... Yeah. Motion. Yeah, power. I gotta be careful of power, that seems to be... So that seems to be one that gets hit often. Nice. Alright.
Three, two, one. Activate.
Okay.
Nearly onto the flame grill, look out! That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? Polycarbonate, not such a good defense against cutting attacks. Not too difficult to cut into the Kevlar armor with the right weapon. And it's going to be tough getting through the bulletproof glass on there. The axe chops away, but it'll need more effort behind it to cause damage here. The axe has been broken off. No more use out of that then.
Okay.
Sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. And the broken blade, no use now. They're going to have to try
No.
Oh,
Oh, wait, okay.
Look out. Could be barbecue bot. The steel taking the punishment well
Oh
so
shit,
far.
did I take out
the steel resisting the blade so far. It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. No damage from the spike this time. Try a better weapon sometime, boys. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. The Kevlar, not the toughest armor against blades like this. Trying to cut its way through the polycarbonate. Hard to make an impression on the polycarbonate.
Ah, shit.
Very tough. Oh! They're hungry for more than
Alright, fine.
Go that easily. The aluminium
Oh,
shell,
wait.
very flimsy protection against this onslaught. Not too difficult to
Oh, this
cut into the
chain.
Kevlar
I could change
armor
the
with
camera angle with like the number
Wouldn't like to
keys.
be cleaning the debris
I had
from the
no
arena
idea I could do
later
that.
on. The
Alright.
Kevlar taking a battering but holding up, and it's going to be tough getting through the bulletproof glass on there. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight.
Oh, okay, found it. It's P. I guess that makes sense.
Cease! The judge's decision goes against them this time, but they came a long, long way.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll have another crack at it, because I could change the, armor. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Edit pre-existing. Yeah, edit this one.
If
Maybe
you
in
choose
the
an
armor?
empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the
That's
scrapyard to build a new
70.
robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. All right.
100 titanium? I can't afford it though, that sucks. I mean, hang on. Sell that, and suddenly I can put on the titanium.
This robot is now eligible to enter competitions depending on the restrictions.
Yeah.
Any weight allowance and credits left can be used to add armor, weapons, and any extra parts you think it needs to
Nice.
brighten it up. Right.
Oh, wait. Let me just edit this one. I'm gonna
Choose a
repaint
robot and
it.
we'll see what we can do to improve its look.
Prepare yourself.
I like caustic green. Alright. Okay. Let's have another crack at this one. Because I reckon I'll do a lot better so long as it's got better armor. I mean, titanium's not bad.
Flamers. 3, 2, 1.
And
Activate.
in we go.
Sergeant Bash is waiting to cook. Who's the main course? Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. Trying hard to cut through the Kevlar. Not as much damage as I'd expect to see. This must be a tough nut. Moving in with a spinning disc. Can they avoid its cutting edge? And it's heading straight in on a collision course. The titanium armor, not as effective against that impact as they'd like. The Kevlar armor, giving it great protection though. Tricky to cut into the titanium, luckily for them. Metal everywhere. And the crowd love it. The
When did
Kevlar,
this stop
not
working?
the toughest armor against blades like this. Oh, look
Wait,
out. Could
thank
be
you.
barbecue bot. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? The Kevlar taking a battering but holding up. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor.
Okay, I get it. Sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. That one.
The aluminium armor.
Okay.
The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. Not too difficult to cut into the Kevlar armor with the right
Yes!
weapon.
Okay, we got it.
This is all about carnage.
Here we go.
Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. And miraculously, they escape damage from that attack.
There we go.
They're lying on their back like a turtle in the sun. I'm afraid they can't seem to get back up. It's turtle soup for them.
Alright, let's see if Matilda gets in.
The aluminium shell, very flimsy. Cease.
There we go. Love the music. Maybe it goes away if I've been playing a particular round for too long. 'Cause
Prepare yourself.
so far these have been pretty quick rounds. Ooh. How's it then armor the rating of 100 still gets fucked up like that?
Three, 2, 1. Activate.
Alright.
Nearly onto the
Again,
flame wheel,
again,
look
again
out.
there.
That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. I'm not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight. The Kevlar, not the toughest armor against blades like this. The titanium-covered body doing its best to deflect the aggressive attack. The Kevlar armor makes it difficult to pierce the body of this robot. I can see smoke! Looks like the engine's been blown. The steel taking the punishment well so far. This is classic Robot Wars. Trying to slice him with the saw.
No!
The engine's debunked.
Ah, fuck.
Now they'll have to bow out the
fine.
cease. And the judges say they didn't make it, but they
keeps
got
getting
this far
fucked.
and should be proud.
Yeah, no, I get it. How do I keep losing? Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. Okay. Oh, there goes the music. Yeah, except this one.
Hi again, Roboteer.
Yeah, no, I get it, I get it.
Excellent parts in the shop, just waiting to be purchased. Okay.
Yeah, well, the reels fairly cheap but easy to puncture, mounted internally to give less traction and agility, but are afforded. No, surely. Yeah. Less traction. So is it just these kinds in that case? In a foam. Actually, pneumatic tires filled with expandable effect foam. It's risk of a puncture. So tires and the... Yeah, but are they... How are the agility wise? Medium inner solid. Yeah. Less agility. It keeps saying less. Is it because it's inner? That's all I can really tell. Because it's used to the junction of the wheels mounted on the rear of the robot, it's not powered itself, and thus the robot will spin on its rear axis. Using the junction of the wheels mounted on the rear of the robot, it's not powered itself, and thus the robot will spin. Okay. Alright, I've already got one of those, which is fine. I wonder. Hang on. Wait, no. Weapons. Can I put this in like the back? Maybe. Oh no, I can't because I can't afford it. Fair point. Hang on, let's try going to the scrapyard.
Select which robot you would like to modify, or select an empty slot to start building a new robot.
I can't afford that. Spike trap, damn. Okay.
Choose a robot to modify, or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what
I like how casually if there's a flamethrower in the junkyard.
If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Alright.
Can't afford that.
If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it.
Srimic? The fuck is a Srimic? Srimic self-variety makes an aluminium pole with a small CO2 pneumatic or one t-shirt. These take balance an essential purchase to have you. Does that work? Hang on. I wonder, hang on.
Your robot can now enter competitions, as it has all the required components. Extras and
And I
weapons
got
can be added
500 still. That's not bad.
Remember, individual tournaments may have specific restrictions.
Okay. Well, I got 500. Let's just see what happens if I
choose a robot to modify
weapons.
or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one. Alright.
Hi there. Shop, look against the weapons,
you will need a body
flipping.
before you can begin adding other components.
Okay, so
Parts
500.
are quite expensive here, but you can find cheaper parts in the scrapyard if you're on a tight budget. Good.
Though a lot of strain will be placed on low spec motor, if a robot attempts to lift too much. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Prepare yourselves.
I don't know. They're expensive. Did I get mine for cheap? Yeah, it looks like I got mine for cheap.
If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard to build a new
Torch
robot.
cutter, Jesus.
Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to
Spike.
it. Okay. Select which robot you would like to
I get it. I
or
get it.
select an empty slot to start building a new robot.
Spike. I'm still just hoping I'll find.
Bodies for sale in the scrapyard
Christ.
to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Good.
Where would this go if I did get hit?
Select which robot you would like to modify. Or
Giant
select an empty
knife
slot
blade.
to start building a new robot.
Well, I can't afford it anyway.
Choose a robot to modify or pick an empty slot, and we'll see what bodies are available to start building a new one. If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard to build a new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or improvements to it. Okay. If you choose an empty slot, you can use any bodies for sale in the scrapyard
so I can
to
get
build a
that.
new robot. Otherwise, choose one of your robots and make some changes or
Okay, I
improvements to it.
think this should do it, right? Wait. That's it. No. This end. Okay.
Your robot is now classed as heavyweight.
Okay. Exit save changes. Okay, so hopefully. Will this work? Yes! You know what? I think this is worth renaming it. Okay. Edit. Yeah, edit this one. Rename. 6.
Prepare yourselves.
Alright, good. So I'm hoping this will do the job. Okay. So my thought is, if I've got a flipper on both sides, then
They better mind.
I might be able to
3,
unfuck. Yeah.
2, 1. Activate. Bash is ready and waiting, standing to attention with the flamethrower just itching to
Oh,
flame away.
that makes
Onto
sense.
the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? The polycarbonate not
Shit.
defense against cutting attacks. Can they melt the polycarbonate though? It could happen. It's carnage. Devastation. It's Robot Wars! The Kevlar armor giving it great protection though. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. In comes that heavy blade now. The massive flywheel edging closer to its prey.
So I'm starting to feel like the
flip
flipper's not gonna help. Not anymore, at least.
The cutting attack.
Shit. Okay,
Tricky to cut into the titanium.
Oh, shit.
For them. Bits and pieces everywhere. You could melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of
a
it.
little bit of space, please, so I can flip.
Protection against this onslaught. Metal everywhere. And the crowd love it. And it's going to be tough getting through the bulletproof glass on there. The titanium armor not as effective against that impact as they'd like.
Come on.
Hard to stand up to the slicing with the
shit.
aluminium armor. Cease.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have deviated. Okay, I get it. Alright, I get it. Okay, change the flipper, is what I'm seeing.
Robot used. Prepare yourselves.
Select
Let's
which
get
robot you would
scrapyard.
like to modify, or select an
Or
empty
not, I
slot
guess.
to start building
Sure.
a new robot.
Weapon,
Good.
flipping,
Okay.
back to the old lifting arm, because that's actually pretty good. Yeah, sell that. Alright, sell that as well, but we're going back to the other one.
robot now has all the components necessary for entering a competition. If you like,
This
you
is
can use
essentially
your remaining
just
money
the
and weight
5
allowance
again.
to add weapons, armor, and extras. Your robot is now classed as medium weight.
Okay. Let's have another go at it. To limited success, of course, but we'll have another go at it. There goes the music.
The Flamers on the arena.
I'll get it.
3, 2, 1. Activate. Sergeant Bash is waiting to cook. Who's the main course? That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The titanium
No way.
standing up for
Shit.
now. How long will it hold out? I'm not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. Nearly onto the flame grill, look out! Immediately, it tries to slam down on it. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. They're trying hard, but this is a tough target with the chainsaw, obviously. Coming in to pin it down with the ideal pushing weapon there. Lifting weapons ideal for pushing things around, although it helps if you can find a way to damage them too. So keep looking, boys. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? Armor holding out well against the charge. Tricky to cut into the titanium. Lovely for them. Heading over to push and tip it if it can. My word, there's bits of robot all over the arena. Crashing down hard. The heavy axe making light work of the destruction. The steel taking the punishment well.
At the moment, it does feel like it's my power.
And that's gonna hurt.
Power and the... Oh, shit.
No more use out of that then. Getting a bit too close for comfort to those flame jets. It's made a good start. It's beginning to cause some damage. Nearly onto the flame grill, look out! And in it goes. A lot of weight behind this robot are making good use of it to cause damage. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. This is classic Robot Wars. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. The steel resisting the blade so far. The blade thuds in and rips the shell a little, bumping and banging.
Yes.
Not a lot
Okay.
of damage so far. The pitch opens up, waiting
Holy
to
shit.
welcome the loser of our
That took a bit
contest.
too
And
much.
some serious damage
Too
with
much
that
effort
blow.
just to do
Very
something
good charge
basic.
from this robot. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. The titanium armor, not as effective against that impact
Alright,
as
that's
they'd
still
like.
good though.
Onto
That's
the
still
arena
good.
flipper they go. Are they ready to cease?
Barely qualified. Oh god. Okay, it's okay. Alright. Let's repair the shit out of this. Oh my god. Okay, oh, that's okay. Power. There we go. Alright, good. We're ready. We're ready to go. Alright. Let's hope we get a trophy this time. The flipper does seem to be the way to go.
2, 1, activate. Oh, look out! Could be barbecue bot. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim.
Oh no, fuck off! No, I just started.
Hold out. The titanium standing up well to the
I'm
punishment.
starting to feel like
Puncture the
I'm
bulletproof
not
glass
supposed to
titanium, tough
do it
to
like
pierce,
this.
of course. The steel taking the punishment well so far.
No.
Cut through the Kevlar. Hard to make an impression on the polycarbonate. It's
Shit.
very tough. The titanium won't be able to
No,
stand up to
yes.
too much of that. Tricky
No.
to cut into the
Oh, shit.
titanium. Luckily for them, the cutting attack doing its best to get through the bulletproof glass. The
Okay.
Kevlar taking a battering but holding up. It's carnage, devastation.
Ooh.
It's Robot Wars. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. They can't right themselves here. I'm afraid it's game over, and it's going to be tough getting through the bulletproof glass
Shit,
on there. Trying to cut its way through the polycarbonate.
Yeah, I'm ready to leave.
Attempting to crash into it. Nearly onto the
Okay,
flame wheel,
almost
look
there.
out.
Almost there. Just one more.
Charging in to
One more.
impale
Come
the
on.
spike.
Way.
Holding out well against the charge. Not too easy to cut into titanium.
Why
armor.
would you do
They're
that?
everywhere.
You self-rated
And
the
crowd
fucker.
love it. Bashing away at the Kevlar, but it's ideal to resist it.
Oh shit, there
Lifting
goes.
days are over for this battle. The
Oh, that's not
titanium
good. That's
standing
not
up for
good.
now. How long will it hold out? The spike hardly scratching in that poor attempt must Try harder. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. This is what Robot Wars is all about. Carnage. Could be in trouble here. Sakay looks angry. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly?
Shit.
The steel
Just thinking maybe I could use the flip to my advantage, but I have a feeling that I'm fucked just because of this.
Keep away from the pit. Unless you've had enough of this fight, the titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into, of course. The pit,
No.
floor, maybe soon to be occupied by one of these robots. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor. The Kevlar armor giving it great protection, though. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? My word, there's bits of robot all over the arena. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. The titanium
It's good thing I'm not one in aluminium. Shit. Oh, shit.
Leave them to the house robot. Not too hard to cut into the aluminium, but it's putting up a brave fight.
I was close as well that time.
Holding up.
I was really close.
How long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. The steel resisting the blade so far. It's carnage.
I guess I could have a go at it one more time.
Robot Wars. Cease. The judge's decision goes against them this time, but they can.
Alright. So, I'm much closer with this version of the robots than anything else. So I keep at this one in particular. Then I reckon I'll get past it before
3,
too long.
2, 1. Activate. I think the sergeant wants a taste of metal. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? It's finding it hard to stand up to the slicing with just the aluminium armor. Proving hard to get through the titanium, although it's not impossible. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. Getting a bit too close for comfort to those flame jets. Not enough to hurt, the spike not piercing it. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Bits and pieces everywhere.
Come on.
Down, I suppose, and make the whole new robot.
There we go.
Tricky to cut into the titanium, luckily for them. The titanium, tough to pierce, of course. Metal everywhere, and the crowd love it. And the pincers pushing them around, but not really finding anything good enough to push them into. I'm not sure how long the aluminium armor can hold up against this sort of impact. The titanium armor not as effective against that impact as they'd like. This has all the makings of a classic battle. Keep away from the CPCs if you know what's good for you. They can hurt themselves. Something's wrong. It looks like they're out of the contest. The steel armor giving it some defense against the attack. The aluminium armor, not much defense against this kind of attack. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? The titanium covered body doing its best to deflect the aggressive attack. My word! There's bits of robot all over the arena! And the pincers trying to get hold of it. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into, of course. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Holding on with the pincers while the weapon comes in for the attack. Not getting very far, though. The aluminium shell, very flimsy protection against this onslaught. This is classic Robot Wars. Onto the arena flipper they go. Are they ready to fly? Easy to punch through that aluminium armor with enough aggression behind it. Tricky to cut into the titanium, luckily for them. The steel resisting the blade so far. The titanium armor not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Can the aluminium armor stand up to this? The titanium, tough to pierce, of course. It's carnage, devastation. It's robot. Cease.
Oh shit. Alright, I guess it took enough damage to get knocked out. Alright. Mission power. I definitely think I need to upgrade the power for next time. Power on the wheels. This one though definitely feels like a winner. I mean, I reckon it's a winner. It's been doing really well despite all the fuck-ups, which I think is mostly down to user error at the moment.
2, 1, activate! Nearly onto the flame grill, look out! That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The steel taking the punishment well so far. The titanium standing up well to the punishment. The steel armour giving it some defence against the attack. Off comes the axe, leaving them with much less attack power. That's a real blow. Wouldn't like to be cleaning the debris from the arena later on. Not easy to smash through that polycarbonate shell. Not too difficult to cut into the Kevlar armour with the right weapon. Bits and pieces everywhere. You could melt them down, I suppose, and make a whole new robot out of them. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Metal everywhere, and the crowd love it. In comes the spike. It doesn't look damaged to me. Onto the arena flipper they go.
Oh, fuck.
Are they ready to fly? The steel armour giving it some protection from the impact. Hard to make an impression on the polycarbonate. It's very tough. The steel resisting the blade so far. The titanium armour not as effective against that impact as they'd like. This has all the makings of a classic battle. Their spike's been broken off. Bash, crash, and smash. Looks like a crippling blow with the force behind that. The Kevlar, not the toughest armour against blades like this.
Okay.
The armour holding out well against the charge. Heading over to push and tip it if it can, taking a bit of a battering as it pushes it all over and tries to topple it. The titanium standing up for now. How long will it hold out? That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim.
No, thank you.
Doing its best to deflect the aggressive attack. The cutting attack, doing its best to get through the bullet.
Oh, there we go. We got some. We got some. Good. Okay, good.
No more dentistry for that drill.
Here we go, another one. Okay, cool.
The pit opening now in the arena floor.
Okay,
Maybe soon to be occupied by one of these robots. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. This is what Robot Wars is all about. Carnage! They're lying on their back like a turtle in the sun. I'm afraid they can't see.
Okay, good.
It's turtle soup for them.
Okay, what about you?
On a tremendous charge now, speeding across the arena.
Okay. I'm wondering if I'm lucky enough to knock him in. Come on. Can I? Come on.
It's heading for a collision. Pushed into the clutches of Sir Killalot.
Cameron. I have a feeling this won't do anything. Okay. Now, if I push back...
On a direct collision course!
Okay.
Could be in trouble here, Sir Kay looks angry! Cease! And the judges say they didn't make it, but they got this far.
Holy shit, that's close and I still lost. Okay. Well, it's not the worst. But I will say I was like 5-6 episodes in playing Robot Wars and not getting much further than Japan. I think I'll make this the last one for now. So in that case, next week, God, just like Racing Wednesday, I'll have another racing game, another fighting game lined up. I think either Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. But we'll see. Anyway, so with that, take care, and I'll see you next Friday. Take care.